Hi there, my name is Erik Olson, and this is my second update for my service learning project. Again, I'm working with Calvert Recreation Center, who runs the Calvert After School program for Calvert Elementary. And I'm about halfway through with my time working with them, so about 10 hours completed. And things are going well. It's still, surprising and still seeing new things and learning how the organization and the program kind of works has been an interesting experience. One thing that's changed is from the beginning of the process is I always thought that having my nieces and nephews and my experiences watching them prepared me for something like this. However, in the past couple weeks, I've really learned that kids in this kind of group setting is a real different challenge and really a whole different animal. And I have a newfound respect for teachers and caregivers that care for children in this sort of setting. So that's been interesting. One of the things that's also kind of surprised me is how the group leaders interact with the kids. They have their moments of kind of touching and one-on-one kind of moments where they have their own things and own little nuances with each of the kids. However, in the group setting, they definitely have to be very stern with how they talk to the kids and with discipline and things like that. I personally, as a volunteer, don't actually have the ability to discipline the kids, and really all they end up doing is, have them sit aside from the group or just have like a sit down with them. So it's not too intense, but at the same time, like I said, how they address the kids and how they treat the group as a whole is actually quite interesting to me, just because it at first came off as very harsh and very stern, but now I'm kind of starting to realize that's really how they have to talk with the kids. And that's what really been the biggest interpersonal skill that I've been practicing is communication. Just because obviously with kids you got to communicate a little bit differently, and really I've learned that just communicating with this group setting is much different than communicating with a group of adults, obviously, but also with just an individual or only a couple of children. This kind of setting is a lot different just because there is so much going on and they get influenced by each other and things like that. So communication is huge, just because you have to have the right body language, you have to have the right tone, you have to be making eye contact, you have to be direct. There's so many little things that kids respond to, and really each kid responds to communication differently as well. So that's definitely an everyday challenge. One of the biggest things I do is just watch the other leaders and try to build off of that and really form my own connection with the kids. And I guess that's been one of the biggest contributions I've had to the group, is just making those personal connections. When I first came into the program, I thought I'd kind of be switching around a little bit. However, I found myself staying with a group of third graders, which is the red group for the program. And so they're third graders, they're about 8 to 9. And that's one of the older groups in the program, which is something that I prefer just because there's a little bit more interaction, there's a little bit more back and forth, there's a little bit more conversation as opposed to with the younger kids. But I think that it's been important for me to stay with this one group because in the short time that I have, it really helps for me to, make those deeper connections, start to learn names, they learn my name. Even now, I have a group of boys that has really been receptive to me, and one in particular, his name's Jackson, and he reminds me a lot of myself at that age and, as a kid. So I've been able to connect with him a lot, and like I said, there's really all sorts of different kids, so it's been interesting being involved with that and kind of getting to know each of them and getting to know all that other kind of stuff. So like I said, I've enjoyed it and looking forward to the other half of the project. I think that I will continue to stay with my current group, and like I said, just continue to try to build those relationships and have it kind of be deeper than just the quick in and out, because I know I'll be gone before I know it. And so that's definitely something I want to focus on, and yeah, I'm excited to continue and see what challenges lie ahead. Thanks.